Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of MTG Arena Run. Today we actually have True the Omenpaths, aka Spider-Man. We're gonna have to get used to this weirdness for probably about a month or two, I guess. That said, we are starting our midweek magic with just plain regular Brawl. They decided not to do stipulation quite yet. Doesn't mean I won't, but we didn't but of course, we're not gonna open a lot of spiders right off the bat unless you're spending a lot of money. That said, there are some. What I can direct your attention to instead is the Omenpath bonus sheet, where we don't exactly have that many choices. Let's But these are the ones that we get off the bonus sheet. I'm not gonna know what these originally are on paper. Actually, I guess we can use that as some research. Let's Scryfall for that. But we got Lortos the Tidemaker. This has to be some sort of Doc Ock reference. We got ourselves Skidrix, Blight Dragon. Scryfall opening a bit slowly, actually. All set. It's called the Trudeau. Yeah, it would be under promos, so let's take a look at Spider-Man promo. No, not quite promos. Eternal. No, I don't see it quite here. That's weird. Is the True the Omenpaths bonus sheet specifically just True the Omenpaths? Because I don't see. Okay, draft cards, borderless panel, borderless scene, soulstone, extended arts, promos. No bonus sheet. It's gonna make. So it looks like we actually have these bonus specific for True the Omenpaths. So we're gonna be checking those out for us. So we do have Lortos, we do have Skidrix. I tried to build for this one, but not enough poison creatures in mono black. There's Arasta, the Endless Web. I'm gonna save this for when you get more spiders. Alibu, Ancient Witness. This would be interesting. Just kind of. It's been a while since I built an artifact deck. We're gonna go warriors though, so we're going with Najeela, the Blade Blossom. So that's who we have here, and our deck is, and as you can guess, our deck is gonna be mostly warriors. We have about 41 creatures, of which 36 are warriors. A few that are not quite warriors, but they're still quite solid. I guess the ones I would say that fall under those lines would be. Let's see. I'm trying to find the non-warrior ones. But most of. Yeah. I guess Tajuru Paragon. It's a warrior, just in the. It's just not in the type line. Angel of Unity, not a warrior, but it is very good at buffing them up, so we are putting this one in. Let's see. Kenrit, we kind of have to put Kenrit in if you're playing a 5-color deck. There's no way around it. Renota is a warrior. Let's see, I don't remember my other non-warriors quite that easily. Almost everything is a warrior here. There will be some synergies one way or another here, so Kargan War Leader finally make the appearance again. Ruby Collector, not a warrior, but has a very, very nice ability. And we are usually attacking with enough creatures if things are going well. And I guess that leaves us with. I think that's it. We're supposed to have another non-warrior. Okay, I'll admit, Erdnan's a bit of a weird one here. We're gonna run Wilson if we can. The deck is primarily white-red. Black is kind of our third color here. If so, the untap all attacking creatures is kind of gravy. It's really just getting the free warriors when it attacks is the main battle plan here. We got a few rats here. Day of Judgment, Wrath of God. We're keeping it along the lines of white-red. So we got Time Wipe here. Storm's Wrath. So we have a few board wipes here. Some spot removal, keep things clear. Teferi's protection for our protection. That's pretty much, the nature of our deck. The mana base can be kind of messy here. So we are gonna pretty much be mulliganing a lot. Yeah, I could cut out a lot of the extra colors and just streamline it towards more creep. Oh yeah, there's an adoptive automaton. That's a construct, but you can have it come into play as a warrior. So there we go. So like for example, this one is an auto mulligan. You kind of want 3 mana or more. So this one is looking good here. We have all our colors, but we're probably gonna do Pillar of Origins next turn. So we have a plan here. I kind of want another white source here. And we can... So, let's see. Do we have red, white, black? Yes, Savai Triumph, so we go for this one. We could have gone for the Pillar of Origins, but I figured our opponent is going Heir Apparent. And then going for Delny, hoping for the additional triggers. So let's see what's our plan here. We could just keep Delny on board. Like, I could play... I'd like to play... Just, so we need more warrior here. Yeah. Now for our opponent to get power on this one, the abilities on this one back, he's gonna have to let it die. So if our opponent plays double Heir Apparent, it does stifle it a bit. So I might want to wait on the Shrouded Shepherd, which also happens to be Spirit Warrior. Expedition Supplier, Conjure, a Utility Knife. We could go for Kalitas, which is going to be super annoying for our opponent. Our opponent might have removal. Can't really play around that, so we're going to just play. Yeah, it was very important for us not to let our opponent get multiple triggers here. Because I suspect our opponent is going to just have a lot of these Rab. Yep. Now we can clear all these small ones, but I kind of want to wait a bit. Also, we have life here, so we can really buy ourselves quite a bit. So if we shrink this down, yep, it's tapping correctly because I do need the red bait of this. I am off. No, opponent doesn't take trade, so we go. Opponent probably still has more, so that's gonna be the problem here. I don't know how many Heir Apparents our opponent has. So a piece of can we can kind of sandbag our opponent's pump with that. Alright, we take 10. Probably this. So now we start playing our other cards. Stadium Headliner is a good one. So let's see. Boral's Disciple is when it attacks, which is actually quite solid for us. Trying to figure out the sequence here. we're gonna see the lightning bolt self. I'm presuming our opponent's just gonna block with 5 tokens, which is why I went. Oh no, they're just going for it. That said, our opponent has a lot. Of course, if this one, it's really an Elspeth. Ah, that was cheap. We do have some Planeswalker removal with Get Lost and Fateful Absence, but we didn't. But yeah, kind of difficult to win. Elspeth's honestly kind of all sorts of broken in this case. We also could have hoped to hit one of our board wipes, but we did not. It is what it is. Probably the time to show the deck list. Went through a few changes. So this one, we can cast Headliner. We can't cast Fateful Absence, but not anything else. Take them all. This one we can cast everything we have. So Proving Ground into Proving Ground. So we kind of want to get white here and get white here, but we can lead off on Zenith on. Still being an incidental blue warrior is actually quite nuts for us here. Well, that's. I will block. We're not exactly doing anything right now, so block's quite good for us here. So we can do a C note. It enters tap. We're not so I can go for white and blue. I did say we needed that mana, but enters tap. I would much rather just play Najeela at this point. Our opponent has oh, it doesn't. Oh, it's only enters after you're just starting clear. Okay. Oh, wait. So, probably a bit premature. I probably should have played Jill first. So if I swing with this one, we elicit the double block. Not good stuff, but considering our opponent's not exactly doing anything else, we might as well. Tax token, I'm fine with that. We're just waiting for things to get really bad before we start pulling our trigger on these. This is gonna be interesting. Now I have to guess. Minota. Whenever one or more non-humans, so that would be this one. Let's go for it. They name 4. I think they named 4 if they're thinking about it. Why not? Well, we can't swing with this yet, so but we will still offer this one as well. Bring loaded sovereign, that's fine. We can decline that. Probably we want second black. Guessing white, black, green. Going for the big station, in which, but they're not attacking, so we probably. We could have also done in our own turn, but we wanted to get the triumph. We whiffed. So since opponent is out, because our opponent is looking to make this 2020, we won't survive it. So stay in judgment and wipe the board. Set them back on that one. Decline because we're not getting it back. Opponents trying their darnest to get that one to flip. So I probably should get this one first. Yeah, the problem is we have... Yeah, like... I could Wrath first, just... Clear the board. Our opponent is kinda needs 7, so... This one's still a ways away. Wow, I can't believe we're trying to race this one. Opponent's now just attacking with the draw card, so I don't know what number they did. They might have to recast this one, but they're now down to 2 artifacts. See? It will bring it up to 18, so we will have 1 window to bounce it. It's gonna be such a tight window. I don't. There. Unfortunately, we are going to get hit by 2020. So like I attack with this one. Yeah, we don't have any blockers for this one. Our opponent is facing it was not close. We did not have artifact removal. We have removal, I swear, it's just not there. The board wipes were correct. We just kind of. I guess I could have waited. No, I couldn't. Our opponent would have gotten it much closer. Oh wow, this is yet another fast one. So unfortunately, you realize that this deck is not quite helping me. We're seeing what our opponent's turn 1 play is. Okay, no turn 1 play, so... I'll play Beast Caller so we can have something. Since our opponent plays Tifa, we kinda have to bolt it. As much as I'd like to play this one, it does give us an excuse to play this one. Oh. I forgot we do not have. I forgot we did not have. We did not have red. Oops. That's. We should have played this one. Get red first. Let me just put it. Edge, yours. So that's another way you get counters. Place the land. So we take 8, but it's still in range. So we're just taking a big chunk. We definitely need the second red here. And I think we can just take a regular mountain. We do have 1 mountain and 2 plains. Or did my... Okay, my mana adjustments kind of cut it out. So, white, black, red. Bit of an off sequence. We might have to play a Kalatas just to... But this does have trample, which is so annoying. I also have to be careful with my mouse. So... Have basically, the more we can keep it summoning sick, the better. Because our opponent's kind of all in on this. No, they can... Oh yeah, we could have used another blue so we could flip this. So, Ward 1 helps. We will swing with the Warning Aspirant because we have to assume our opponent is sandbagging these to get trample. Really about doing the math at this point. Okay, 2-2. Opponent cracks this. It's a 4-2. The fact that they're... Okay, I think they're looking for a way to pump. Well, they should have found... They had mana. They could have... Okay. So 2 basic lands, that puts it at 8. There's no put a land at instant speed here, so let's see. If I block, distribute among... That's enough. Of course we're gonna block. There's no way we're not blocking that. And being able to redistribute the counters helps. Hello? Okay, sige. Okay, sige. Ooh, no. And that's a comp. Well, finally got our first... Well, we only played 2 matches so far. No, we played 3 matches. We lost our first 2. Oh, this one's also gonna be a bit on the slow one with Mudrot. Maybe? Okay, white, blue, black, 100. Okay, but we have a lot of cheap drops, so definitely I want to lead on this one, but we kind of want to lead on Angel of Unity first. Oh shit! No. Oh yeah, we did have a single. Use a part feature. I was thinking of this one, like, we admittedly don't have that many cats. Also, I would not be surprised if our opponent aggressively surveils the after. Well, yeah, because someday can. Oh, it's cast a permanent spell, so we have to remember. So, no green, so we're just gonna keep stacking it.
May our axes strike as one.
They're gonna start running up to this one. I'll just renew it. So we did sandbag them now. Yeah, we kind of skipped that one for now. Probably should have sent this in. This was also a warrior. Right? Okay, let's put the kibosh. So I'm willing to sacrifice Najeela for this one. This one stays behind the block. Now here comes the... Yeah, we're now trying to tech against the Fountain of Renewal. We should be able to put enough pressure.
I would like to test a new hypothesis with you.
They've only gotten 3 cards. Okay, they're getting more cards in the
I know I noted this somewhere.
The moment of craving is gonna be nuts. Okay, finally got our green source. Tap, but catch it to target creature you control. We're seeing if our opponent has a board wipe, it would be somewhat annoying. Well, if they finally hit 6 mana, still naming
To
stuff.
the library.
And let's double check. This is a creature enters whenever you cast a card. So this is only a one-shot trigger. And nope, when it concedes, they were super top heavy. Yeah, kind of got there. Barely, but we still got there. Let's probably do another 1 or 2 games to see how. Overall, it's fun. As much as it's relatively okay for Brawl. It is admittedly super smooth. So 3 mana, this one can only cast legendary spells, so a lot of these are gonna whiff, but we do get, and we can get white-red with this one. I'm keeping this. Yeah, we just need at least a red here. And we are the starting player, so this will enter tap. Divest artifact or creature card, so we'll lose either Automaton or Avenger of the Fallen. I probably would prefer to keep Avenger because Mobilize gives us warrior tokens, which could be incidentally okay. This one, I guess both of them have their stuff. Okay, opponent is Avenger. Get a mountain. A bit of a slow start. Maybe this was not a great. And then on the rat colony, they do know we have a Storm's Wrath, so. Target legendary you control gets proof and indestructible. Our opponent doesn't have a 1-mana kill spell. I would probably just block the rat. Actually, no, I might not block it quite yet. I might just play Najeela. Then swing with this one and the token. But I think I'm more incentivized to... I'm honestly more incentivized to just block. Opponent knows we have an Arid. We have a Storm's Wrath incoming, so not quite safe. That's it. I should still play this. And get blue and green. White, blue, green. So that's Spara's headquarters. It also looks like our opponent might be missing the blue mana here. So probably lose our Kargan War Leader. Bit of a shame. But they did skip combat. I suspect they just block with one and just take the other one. So I'm probably just gonna replay this one. There's no check on non-token warriors, so swinging with this warrior will net us a warrior. And our opponent really cut their map. But this. So they might just take this. So the plan now is to rat colony again. I'm seeing if they're gonna empty it out. If they empty it, okay, they did not empty it out. I can. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think I have to approve this one for now. The reason is that if I'm going to do the multiple sequence, I can I will not be able to. I would not be able to activate. So we have to play this. Yeah. Now let's see. I think sure. The opponent doesn't block. Now we activate the board. And well, we still hold this one back. Now 4 of them won't have the lifelink, but every 4 of them kind of helps us a bit. So we're looking at 12. If our opponent can get another rat, that's 20. 25. Okay, that's 18. One is looking for a way to remove Najeela, which should be very easy. But the fact that they haven't, nope, the fact they haven't popped it off yet means they don't have it. So we didn't survive the Heir Apparent deck, but we did survive the Rat Colony deck. Needs more board wipe. We do have room for more board wipes. Right? Like we could cut some of the meme cards like the Winota, for example. So we do have a good mix of humans and non-humans, but it's still kind of easy to miss in a 100-card deck. So maybe that might be a good one to cut. Like we could cut that one in favor of having more wipes, cheaper wipes. Fire Magic would be a good one to do on the side. So it's going to be a bit of an interesting one. So we're definitely Angel of Unity into Alesha. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is Cleric. So I had to play this one first. I guess we're playing Alesha. Looks like also our opponent is not in a rush. We could meme a bit by playing Wilson first, but let's correct our mistake. Now this doesn't quite have haste, so I might actually just tag Wilson instead. Let's see what our opponent has. Yeah, we have to remember this is a cleric. Gabrielle. So
you should know I have standards, and I've yet to find an enemy. The sooner you're gone, the better.
Probably just play this one. Just pop it off for. We have black, so we kind of want green. Yeah, green is second. Ooh, that's a classic. That's also one way to get around it.
Oh, please behave yourself.
So, target creature or planeswalk, each opponent discards a card being popped. Let's play this one. Also, our opponent doesn't seem to be playing board. Doesn't seem to be going wide sideways. I might be wrong, but they probably are playing a lot of straight moves.
First, iron
When
out the
cashing
details,
Gabrielle in.
then tea.
And yeah. Okay, so I Wilson's gonna be annoying, but what happens if this gets white? NSP. Yeah, we're just using that. Our opponent is just gonna re-get Gabriel instead. So that was a very interesting. So that was a very interesting move.
My contracts are like good tea.
And they're just gonna use it to draw cards.
Meticulously prepared.
So let's see. I can play this one. It just makes a lot of small ones. Honestly, I should play this one, which is still kind of small, but we might be able to because our opponent could just run the. It does convince our opponent to exile stuff, which I'm fine with in a sense.
I know peasants who hit harder.
But they're just a one. Yeah, they still need a way to do it. That's why
My
they're still taking
services
off
are
offers.
not cheap.
Whenever you okay, they lose 6, but whenever you draw a card, so we do have to snipe this right away. Kind of missing that 6. Yeah, I want them to reap. I want them to reap.
Fine.
Basically, I want them
I'll
to
just
spend
have
mana.
all the tea.
And it's 5 mana to draw a card. They instantly gain 2 life. Opponent's just gonna keep gaining life until they finally hit something. If not, they just they actually left in the yard, so they have an intention to just get it back. Hold on.
These negotiations are a bit more aggressive than I
We
anticipated.
can decline. And yeah, looks like our opponent got us in the loop. It's a bit unfortunate that what happened was we were relying on Wilson, but our opponent had the non-targeted removal. So that one wrecked us a lot. So a bit unfortunate on that. It's still in the realm. It's still in the realm of interesting. It's not the usual suspects. It is admittedly very annoying. Oh, now here's a fast opponent. So we might be in. Okay, we have 1 board wipe, some removal. We're not the starting player, so we. Our opponent goes for say Balmor, we can just this with C note. much each creature. Well, we do need to have creature tokens first, so we need Najeela down. So if our opponent's playing Cryogen Relic, we might have a chance. Though I might be better off just see if we can get this. Well, we need creature with haste or a creature down first, so that sequence is not quite happening. Next turn we play. I'm hoping it. No, opponent. Oh, ooh, this. Can still be burned out though, but looks like our opponent's not going to. I'm hoping it survives. That way we can get the sequence rolling. I will draw a card. It just get it. That's actually fine. It gives me an excuse to replay it again. And if our opponent starts putting features down, they might be less incentivized. Now, if our opponent manages to go wide enough, we probably time wipe instead. Okay, but it looks like they're digging. Also note the lack of non-basic spells. They do have a lot of other spells. Maybe not too fine if they do fill up the yard, but we can time wipe if we have to. Now the funny thing is, this is still a warrior. Let's see if our opponent has to wait to fill up the yard. Well, they do. They can lock this one token down. Which means when they swing, they get an 8/8 octopus. I'm probably gonna. Wow, okay, that's. Well, this did give us the excuse. Well, we now have the excuse to pull the trigger, right? Block 6, 7. That. So next turn we can do the combo again. We can also just hold this back and just use Sigrid to snipe this one. This one's just War 2. But it does mean I have to hold up enough mana. Sigrid for the win. We also have Toral's Disciple, but yeah, there's gonna be a lot of that. So there we go. That's the 3 tokens are no opponent is just. Yeah. I ended up having to craft this one card just because we had a very good combo there. Okay, and I guess we're close to the hour. I guess this is a good time. I guess it's a good time to call this one. We can probably do one more. Let's see if we can do one more. But all in all, Crit. Also, I'm still happy to figure it out. Oh, okay, Spider-Man source material, so... Okay, there they are. So that's here. Okay, so I found it. So Venom is some Skitrix. Oh, it's Spider-Gwe Web Warrior. That's Najeela the Blade Blossom. That's pretty cool. And who's Lord? Okay, Master Weaver is the Arashian. Actually, the Dock Off card. Oh, Dock Off, Armed and Dangerous. That would be in our Lord Toast. Okay. And yet another 2 for lockers, but this time we don't have the proper removal. So I kind of want to make sure we have enough creatures before we go Stadium Headliner. I wanted to give up a Boseiju just to hit your turn 2 land drop. I probably want to get an Illuminator. We go Angel of Doom. Thinking Paw Patch because we're probably gonna offspring. Because the alternate plan is Stadium Headliner, then just play, but we will have to play the Watery Grave like that. That's if we need to snipe this right away. So this one lets our opponent cast creature spells. Though this is probably might be a bit stuck. Oh, I would love to do this, but since our opponent is quite stuck. Oh wait, time out. Don't do that. Yeah, don't do that because if I sack this, this will go down to one creature, so that's not good. We'll probably have to take the first hit. Also, you will end up sacrificing the token for mobilize anyway, so 6 cents. Oh wow, this is a very big one now. The opponent does have is holding a brief or something. Fog? If it's something that's Angel, I kinda don't mind. So we are still 2 mana short. Oh, looks like our opponent was just stuck. Okay. Whew. I'm really curious what our opponent. Really curious what our opponent's deck list was if they got stuck on 2 lands. Maybe they were just super unfortunate, but we were able to go pretty wide, and we would have gone even wider. That's gonna be it for this episode of Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on notifications and whatnot. As always, wow, looks like it's a bit slow, bit of a slow day today. Anyway, yep, so slow we really have to reconnect. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this episode. If you like what you saw, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on notifications and whatnot. Best of luck in your journey through the Omenpaths, Spider-Verse, whatever. Take care. God bless. Stay safe wherever you are. Have a great week, everyone.